Hey everybody, how's it going? True Evil here, and today we are going to be doing a 100% walkthrough of AI Limit. This is going to be the first video, so we will just be doing the first area of the game. This is going to cover pretty much everything in the demo, and we are going to be getting everything in the game. I'm also going to be skipping all the cutscenes because I want you to enjoy them firsthand, you know? So this is for getting all the items, all that good stuff. The first weapon
Where is this?
is the longsword, so let's get that. The first real thing that happens is the mini boss that comes up. You don't have to beat it to get all the achievements. We're gonna beat it because you get a weapon upgrade part, which is gonna be really important for us to get. I really love this game. It's such a good one. The mud balls are for healing over time. They're not like your Estus flax. It's just like a overtime heal item, which is pretty nifty. The game gives you a lot of healing. I don't think you can sneak attack this guy. I'm gonna try, but I do not think we can get that close. Swing and a miss. So you want to stay on his back. Oh. Let's see if we can. Get him now, and there we go. So yeah, he just drops a weapon upgrade part. Totally skippable if you want to skip it. It's more of like one of those things where they put that skill check at the very beginning of the game. So those crystallized remains are just an item that you can sell whenever you want to get some more souls. A lot of the vendors also will sell those as well, so you can just get it off the vendor. If you feel like you have a lot of souls, you're about to fight a boss, you can just buy them off the vendor. I never really did that, but it is an option. So there is a lot of things that you can miss in this first sewer area. And that'll start popping up in a little bit. Mini bombs are a pretty strong throwing item. Those are stones that he's throwing. They're pretty good for staggering enemies. There's also multiple ways to play this game. Just like every Souls game, there's strength weapons, dex weapons. In this game, it's called technique. We're going to be doing a technique build. So this is the first boss. He's pretty easy, I would say. I think he got us once. And we get our first spell of the game. The spell is actually really strong. You could play the entire game with this spell. It gives you that nice stagger when you hit it. It takes 20% of your sync meter, which you know, you want to keep your sync meter high, but it's still really strong.
Lord, finally. A
Blader,
yes.
the void.
Your Lord, please.
So the story in this game you get from all the quest lines and just the all the NPCs. That one talks about the void. Nice, good stuff. So here is the first bonfire, which in this game is a branch.
Welcome, Seeker of the Branch. I'm Asteria, the Branch Weaver. I've been waiting for
Kind of
you.
like the
It's a pleasure to know
the
that
maiden.
you've arrived.
What's this?
An ancient,
Is this?
as you see.
light the bonfires. Super cool, super cool.
This way. Now this life do. What happened?
When I touched the
Keys lead it for the now.
We're gonna be doing technique.
So the go.
So now we have our Estus flasks. So right now the health isn't a lot. I think we'll start off like this. The soft cap in this game is 35, and the hard cap is 50. In case if you're worrying, if you do choose a weapon that isn't a quality weapon, keep that in mind. And it's okay to pick any class. When you respec, you're allowed to just, it will make all your stats go back down to 10. So when you respec, you don't have to worry about it in like other Souls games where you pick like the soldier build. It'll always go back to that soldier base stats. So that's really nice to know going ahead, in case if you don't want to do a technique build, or if you do a strength build and want to switch to technique. Always nice to know. This is the fire paper. Ow. Creepy, creepy. Now here is the first weapon we find.
You want to escape to the... There's no escape.
But yeah, that's the first good quality weapon we can get. I don't recommend it, but you can use that. The best quality weapon at the beginning is the spear, which we'll be picking up on this run through. This is the pipe guy from Liza P. Super annoying. You have to watch out with that pipe. If he runs at you and hits you, it'll do like 3/4 of your HP bar. And there's a guy behind that'll grab you and kill you, so kill him before he does that. And I think, let's see, I forgot what's in here. Traveler's outfit. So I pre-ordered the game, so I think that's why I got this, just to keep it like if I was playing this game without getting a pre-ordered item, I'm gonna just swap to that. Here, you want to just skip everything because there's a giant robot with a laser beam, and he's going to shoot it and go pew pew and kill everything. And we're going to come back and get all those items later. There's no reason to get those items now. Okay, first branch. I think we can level up. Let's see. Nice, get a little bit of damage. I think this is the first seal. You're gonna find out the story from these, but oh, this is the parry. Parry is really strong if you're good at doing parries. I think there's a guy at the fog. Oh god, might die. Just kidding. We don't die here, boys. We don't die. So that item we're gonna get off a fall, which is how you find a lot of the secret areas in this game. It's actually crazy how many falls they have. So that is the electric paper. Oops. Oops. I hate when the camera does that, man. Ugh. And it's right here. Just a stone. But wait, there's more.
Why are you telling?
So in this game, usually some people like to save the equipment upgrades for only items they want. You're able to freely upgrade a couple of weapons as your choice. Don't need to worry about using too many things. All the upgrade parts are buyable later on, except for the final upgrade part, which does require a limit. I think the limit, I think there's 5 total though in the entire game, so that's like a lot. So you don't really need to worry too much about upgrading your weapons. It's totally fine, whatever you plan on doing. In this room is the first good armor set in the game. It's in that safe right there. You need to clear out these enemies first, though. And then through that door is going to be the checkpoint. So that's the best armor so far in the game, is the Blader armor. If you want to just equip it. So we are going to go back later and do the downstairs area. It's just easier if we do this part right now, which is the robot. That big robot that was shooting at us, we're going to kill it. Or I guess we're not killing the robot, we're making the robot retreat. So you beat him by, his arm is here, and he's gonna whack whack, and then he's going to do a fire. Or, never mind, he's gonna just do that again. Yeah, you just keep doing this over and over again. Yeah, there's the fire. Okay. Almost there, and voila, we got it. So now he's down. Here, and we got the Reservoir Key. So the Reservoir Key is going to unlock where we get some heals, and also where we fight that mini boss down there. And we can also go back and get everything that's down here. You don't have to, but it's some pretty good. We have a weapon upgrade. I think I'm going to save it, because I think I'm going to switch to the first dual blades in the game. For my first weapon I'm going to use for a while. At least that's what I'm planning on doing. I think that would be fun. Alright, so there we go. So we're gonna go the back way here. There's the mud people, they like eating mud. This area is a classic Bloodborne. Oh my god. So there is the spear. That's I would say that is the best weapon in the first area to use. It's a polearm. It has a really nice eclectic of moves. It has a forward stab, which is really nice in a Souls game. It has wide, and the special attack especially is really nice because it doesn't have a long cooldown. A lot of the later weapons have a really long like wind up. So it's really nice to have a weapon that doesn't take forever to wind up, and also you kind of like nudge forward when you use it, which is nice. So here is where you start off when you fall down, and we did that because we needed the key to open this door. So these are the little snail things that you kill to make your Estus flasks give off more of the good. Okay, you don't have to poison me, buddy. Nice. So item here, watch out, you could fall if you're not careful. Falling is such a sad time. Dang, these are long stairs. Are we there yet? Oh, oops. My bad. Should probably cut that out. I'm not gonna cut it out because we are going to... I'm gonna put a little marker for this boss anyway. It's actually kind of crazy that... Oh, yeah, there's a staircase here. Yeah. So we need to kill that to get whatever that purple thing is right over there.
That doesn't seem to be one of the void.
So what the purple does, we're getting all the status ailments in the game, which the red is bleed, and the purple is called infection, which makes it so you take more damage. I don't think we have the items to get rid of it, so I'm not going to worry about that. And there we go. Easy peasy. So that spell is heal. It heals you for a pretty decent amount, for 60% of your core. I wouldn't recommend using it because you want to keep the sync bar high so you can do as much damage as possible. But it is an option if you like heals. I do think this game gives you enough heals where you don't have to worry about that. But you know, maybe you want more heals, bro. I'm going to turn down the game sounds, see if that is better. I'm not really listening back to it, so if the game sound is too loud on this video, it's not going to be on the next ones, so don't worry about that. Now, I'm going to go back and heal just because we fought that mini-boss. Probably be nice to do that. Upgrade. Let's get a little health. A little bit of health never hurt anyone. Is that the wrong way? Ow. That was mean. Bunch of meanies. On these savage streets of dystopian worlds. Alright, so up here we have more crystallized remains. We're gonna feel like a kid at the candy store at the first Okay, so this is the this is the shield. So the first one was the parry, and now we have the shield, which is, it's pretty strong. I would say that it is quite a good item. So this is the first blader fight. This is like fighting the hunters in Bloodborne, or fighting the other tarnishes in Elden Ring. This is kind of annoying because we're using the same weapon. Except her weapon is better than ours, it feels like. Because all her attacks stagger, which is crazy. What the heck? That's like some drunken fist style right there. You can fall down there to get an item, which I'm seeing if we want to do that right now. Let's say hi to this guy first. It's my favorite treat in the whole wide world, a mud ball. Yum, yum, yum. Everyone in this game eats mud. It's actually kind of interesting with the mud once you figure out like the story. So I would definitely recommend it. Like figuring out like the story. Some people don't care about the stories, it's all about the fighting, which, you know. Oh. Nope. Do we go for it again? Ugh. I wonder if he can just fall. I really don't like Souls platforming. It is probably my least favorite thing in these games. But they got it. Oof, it's too far. Okay. So, yeah, you get it. If you're good at that, you know. More power to you. I've never been good at those. So I'll probably, I think the only thing I'm going to have to edit in this whole video is most likely the oh. Is the there's a giant Souls platforming section, which was probably the hardest part in the game for me. I always suck at those. Like, I think it takes, I would say it takes me about an hour to do the big part in Bloodborne if I actually want to do it. Ow. It's so mean. Okay, so this is where you get the item that I want. This is going to be my weapon that I'm going to be using for the first part of the game. There's a flamethrower guy right here. You want to kill him first. Get him out of the way. And voila, we have the Bonecrackers. We do need 1 point in strength though to equip them. So sad. A lot of bodies. Very gross, very gross. So we're gonna go down here. This is gonna be the first area where you can sell things in the game. So for your crystallized remains, you're going to want to sell them here if you want to get a couple of extra levels for the boss. You can also use that fire paper to make the boss easier. If you're going for the get every item in the game, this is the Ponytail. And you can purchase crystal remains, get some mud balls. That way you can stock up on healing items before the boss if you need them. There is nothing wrong with needing to get some healing items before a boss. Okay, this is the normal. I love it when it says it doesn't make your weapon better at all. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I think they're better. They might not be. D, Bleeder Swords, DB. So that's 130. That's higher than 130. We're just gonna roll with it. And if you got everything so far, you can upgrade it twice. Kind of crazy. Got the +3 weapons for the first boss. So the first boss is sort of like, just like the first mini boss, where we get behind him and get the wax in. When you roll, I recommend rolling to the right of him, because then it makes it so you avoid his weapon better. And the last thing is, if you've played Elden Ring, the mini boss in the whatever the academy is, there's like a hound that like jumps in the air, and then you dodge the jump in the air, and then you punish him. It's sort of the same thing as this boss in the second phase. And if you're having problems with this boss, there is also fire paper. So let's... Ow! Okay, maybe don't just equip a fire paper immediately. Lol. Redemption. Dang, he is. So watch out for his grab. He gets it. Ow. So that's the jump that you punish. Ow. And voila, you beat him. So, I would not recommend using the fire paper at the very beginning. Maybe wait a little bit, like, so awkward.
Asteria.
What it could does. Thank you for granting it the final redemption. May the branch guide your path.
So that's the first normal seal. That's how you upgrade later on. Can't believe they whacked me like that. So unfair. So what I'm going to be doing for my upgrades is for every 2 points in technique, I'm going to get 1 life. I think I'm going to do that for a while because we pick technique. We have a couple points in vitality. You might want to get this to 15 to 20 later on. I would say get to 15 for mid game and then get to 20 for end game. And I wouldn't recommend spending more than that. So I'm going to pretty much close out. I hope this is helpful. I'm just going to do an unedited run through of all the areas of this game. I kind of like the first weapon better than this one, if I'm being honest. It doesn't really matter that much though, because we are going to be using the fire size for a lot of the game. I want to use the other ones. When I originally played the game, I did a strength build, so I want to try out this dex weapons, see what they're all about. The first boss is definitely much easier with a dex build. I mean a strength build, because you can pretty much stun them like crazy. Yeah, this is where the end of the demo would be, and this is the next area. So now we're at the slums. So yeah, hope this video helps you with your game, and I'll be putting out the next part as soon as I can. I have some other obligations I need to be doing, but I am going to be doing every area. I'm going to try to do multiple of these a day and upload them, but we'll see where we get at. So yeah, True Evil over and out.